Hello, recappers. Today's movie starts with Tim, a video game developer, having a stressful meeting at home. Suddenly, the internet goes out. During his short breaks, Tim thinks about the good times he had with his wife, Olivia. He also remembers when she was pregnant and had to go to the hospital because of problems. Suddenly, Olivia shows up and surprises him. They go downstairs and meet Mr. Freeman, the building manager. He tells them that the building repairs are almost finished and the cover outside will be removed soon. Just then, a helicopter flies overhead, and Mr. Freeman says there's a big fire in the harbor area. Later, Olivia asks Tim if they should get some pizza. They pick up takeout and eat it in their old car, which was just repaired. While eating, Olivia brings up the road trip to Paris they always talked about. She says she quit her job and thinks they both need a fresh start after the incident. Tim says he wants to go too, but not yet, because he can't leave his job right now. Then, he gets a work call and starts working again. That night, they're in bed, but Olivia can't sleep. She quietly cries. The next morning, Tim wakes up and sees Olivia with her bags packed. She tells him she's leaving because he'll never change. But when she tries to open the front door, she finds it blocked by a strange wall made of high-tech bricks. She thinks Tim did something, but he's confused too. She checks the window and sees the same bricks there. They run around the apartment, checking all the windows. Each one is sealed shut. Olivia tries to break the brick wall and asks Tim for help. He tries and shouts for help, but there's no response. Olivia attempts to call someone, but there's no signal. Tim checks the Wi-Fi. It's completely dead. They both try different methods to get a signal, but nothing works. Tim notices that his phone acts strangely near the wall. Olivia pulls out a drill and attempts to break through, but they can't even leave a scratch. No matter where they try, the bricks are indestructible. Suddenly, they hear screaming from the neighboring apartment. They create a hole and discover a woman and a man. The man is tense and says they only rented the apartment for one night, but now they're trapped. He asks if Tim and Olivia are experiencing the same thing. They say yes, and the man begins to panic, prompting the woman to tell him to take a shot of something. Olivia asks if they noticed anything unusual the night before, but the woman says they just woke up to find the apartment sealed. As the woman panics, Olivia comforts her. Meanwhile, Tim discovers there's no running water and decides to store all their remaining supplies. He compares the situation to a video game. They must figure out a way to escape. Olivia, frustrated, calls his work crappy, and they argue over their unresolved issues. After Olivia storms off, Tim throws his phone at the wall in anger. He notices a phone chip stuck to the brick. It's magnetic. Olivia returns and apologizes. Tim shows her the wall's magnetic pull by using a spoon. They collect all the metal items in the house and test the magnetic force. Olivia observes that the magnetic force is strongest in the center of certain squares. She places metal objects on those squares, but they begin to vibrate violently and fly toward them. Tim shields Olivia but is injured in the process. She treats his wounds and bandages him. They hear the woman next door screaming again. Tim and Olivia break through the wall into the neighboring apartment, armed with a bat and pepper spray. They find a woman, Anna, on the floor. When a man attacks Tim, Olivia sprays him, only for Anna to stop her, saying the man, Marvin, didn't hurt her. She claims she injured herself trying to break the bricks and blames their behavior on drug use. Tim ties Marvin's hands just in case. Tim finds a hammer in the storage room, but Marvin warns it won't break the wall. Anna confirms what happened, but Marvin blames the drugs. Olivia, an architect, suggests the building might have a bomb shelter connected to the subway. They break through the floor to search. Marvin accuses the building manager, Mr. Freeman, of being behind everything. When they enter the basement, Mr. Oswald, a neighbor, appears with a gun and refuses to help. His granddaughter Leah convinces him to join them. Tim unties Marvin, and Olivia chats with Leah, who had woken up at 4 a.m. to find their apartment sealed. Tim finds a detector with a hidden camera inside. Mr. Oswald says the devices were installed by Mr. Freeman. They find more cameras, and Marvin suspects they're being watched, like in Squid Game. Olivia decides they need to confront Mr. Freeman, who lives next door. They break into his apartment and find him dead, lying in a pool of blood near the door with both hands missing. Marvin gets sick and rushes to the bathroom with Anna. Olivia starts having a panic attack. Tim calms her down and checks Mr. Freeman's phone. He finds pictures of the wall. The group resumes breaking the floor. Olivia shows Tim a news article about the harbor fire and wonders if it's connected. Suddenly, the floor gives way, and Tim, Marvin, and Anna fall through. Olivia helps them. Leah prepares to join, but Mr. Oswald gives her a gun, saying she should go alone. Leah insists he come too. As they continue exploring, they encounter a man named Yuri, a friend of someone named Anton. He explains he was visiting Anton when everything happened. He tells them the bricks are there for protection, a high-tech system against attacks. When asked for proof, he launches into conspiracy theories about the deep state and the New World Order. Olivia asks where Anton is. Yuri shows them his dead body, claiming he likely died of heart failure while studying the bricks. The group debates whether it's safer to stay or try to escape. Olivia, Anna, and Marvin decide to take their chances outside. Leah stays behind to examine Anton's work. Yuri claims the stress of the wall killed Anton and takes the research papers. Leah rejoins the group, and they break through to the tunnel. However, they find it blocked by the same bricks. Marvin snaps and starts smashing the wall with a hammer. Tim tries to stop him. Mr. Oswald points his gun at Marvin, who calms down, only to suddenly snatch the gun and fire at the wall. The bullets stop mid-air and begin vibrating. Tim screamed at them to duck, and they all ducked as bullets sped past. But Mr. Oswald, unable to duck in time, gets shot. Leah rushes to him and calls for help. When Marvin tries to assist, she screams at him. Mr. Oswald dies there. Later, everyone gathers in Anton's room. Anna asks if there's something they all have in common, some shared trauma. She says she almost died as a child. Leah shares that she watched her mother die from cancer. Yuri reveals that he killed someone when he was a policeman. Leah says they all already know about Marvin. Marvin apologizes again, but she screams at him once more. Then they ask Olivia and Tim. Olivia is about to speak when Tim tells her not to, but she still does. She says they both lost a child through a miscarriage. Tim walks to another room. Olivia follows, and they begin to argue again. Olivia accuses him of shutting himself off with work after the miscarriage and never speaking about their loss, forcing her to carry the pain alone. Tim calms down and tells the group they can't just sit around. They must search Mr. Freeman's room for clues. Leah adds that they should also check Anton's work. He may have discovered something. They decide to split up. Tim, Marvin, and Anna go to search Mr. Freeman's room, while Leah and Olivia check Anton's work. Yuri isn't interested in either task. As they search Freeman's house, Tim notices that the room is smaller than the one above. He examines a wall and realizes there's a secret room. Marvin finds a remote switch. Tim uses it and asks for flour. They bring out flour and discover fingerprints on 4 numbers, suggesting the password is one of 24 possible 4-digit combinations. Anna says she'll call the others. Leah and Olivia find Anton's business card from Epsilon Nano Defense and ask Yuri, who says Anton never talked about his job. They also find his smashed phone and laptop. Yuri says Anton would destroy things when frustrated. A paper with code might unlock the brick wall, but Yuri warns it could release deadly radiation. Anna calls the group to see something. While Leah stays behind, Tim unlocks a secret door showing surveillance footage of their rooms. Anna asks Tim to delete private moments. Slowing footage of the bricks forming, they realize it's advanced nanotech. Leah finds choke marks on Anton's neck. He was murdered. They see footage of Anton opening the wall using his phone, but Yuri is missing. Marvin finds him burning Anton's research. Footage shows Yuri killing Anton, and Marvin finds Leah dead. Yuri says he was protecting everyone. Tim and Marvin stop him, and they tie him up. Anna thinks Anton found a way out. Burnt notes reveal a possible Morse code, and Tim links Epsilon to the nearby fire. Yuri finally admits the wall was built as a defense system and activated by mistake. Anton believed escape was possible. Tim discovers Anton made an app using his phone's flash to open the wall. They test it, triggering a portal. Anna touches it, saying it feels warm, but then something starts pulling her in. They try to pull Anna back, but something drags her deeper into the wall. Suddenly, the wall starts to close. It shuts on Anna, cutting her in half. The others fall down in shock. Marvin is heartbroken. In anger, he shoots Yuri and then shoots himself. Olivia and Tim sit on the floor, devastated. Olivia tells Tim she felt alone after their miscarriage. She needed him, but he became distant. Tim says he's grateful she stayed with him. She replies it's because she still loves him. They make peace and decide to keep trying. They look at the app and notice the buttons flash in a pattern. 6 times, 4 times, once, and twice. They watch the old video and figure out the correct order Anton used. Just as they're about to try it, Yuri, who survived, attacks Tim. He then chases Olivia, who falls into the basement. Tim jumps in and pushes Yuri down. Tim and Olivia run to the door, but Yuri follows. As they try to close it, Yuri forces it open. Tim gives Olivia the phone and tells her to open the door. She uses the app, but Yuri breaks in. He starts to fight Tim and pins him down. Just before Yuri stabs Tim, Olivia hits Yuri with a hammer. They run through the tunnel and come out outside. The whole neighborhood is covered in bricks. They see their car and drive off, heading to Paris. On the radio, they hear a state of emergency has been declared. The fire at Epsilon Nanotech Industries triggered a secret nano-defense system that no one knew about. And that's how our story ends. What did you think about the ending? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next breakdown.